everyone, I'm Trisha, it's me Jenny, and this is another not naked video response to Trisha Hershberger's Naked Truth, where we talk as truthfully and as candidly as possible about a topic of her choosing, and we get out the shower, we don't wear makeup, don't do anything with our hair, and I do it clothed, even though technically you're supposed to do it naked to be all vulnerable and honest and all of those sort of things. And this week's topic was to talk about a heartwarming story to celebrate Trisha's engagement. And as this is the naked truth, I have to be very, very truthful. I was really struggling with this topic. And that's because when we're talking about like newsworthy type heartwarming stories, like you know, feeling good and bamf of the day, where you hear about that child saving their parents, or that dog saving the baby, or that neighbour saving someone else. That's amazing, and that, you know, it warms your heart because it's amazing. But I, from a very personal level, have difficulty, I think it's a self-esteem issue, accepting compliments and accepting good things without a huge amount of trepidation. And on a conscious level, on a completely psychological level, I'm like, yeah, that's wonderful, thank you. Like I understand where you're coming from. I've done something good, or something like that. You think I've done well, and that's wonderful, and thank you. But on a subconscious level, I'm like, I don't deserve that. I don't deserve that. What have I done to deserve that? What does that gift or compliment mean in the long run? Do I owe someone something? Do I do this? Do I do that? And so it's very, very difficult for me on a very personal level to have my heart warmed. And I can think of, individual situations where I've thought, oh, that's lovely, and I have actually had that feeling, but mostly it's been non-direct personal interaction. So things like, I have said it before, I'm very, very disorganised, and I have lost things on many occasions. When I was 11, we were going around Australia with my family, and this wasn't actually my fault. This was, our luggage got lost, including some of my teddy bears, and in fact, sorry, oh, it's going to be super shaky. I couldn't have done that if I was doing that naked. I've just realised this. Okay, and I'm glad that I was wearing clothes. Okay, this is Strawberry Ted. This was my teddy bear when I was 11. In fact, when I turned 11, so I would have been 10 going on 11, I took around Australia with me, and I love him to bits, and he's really little strawberry. And he was missing with the luggage. And the lovely, lovely people in Australia went round the whole of Australia, chasing us around our various hotels for the entire trip, and eventually managed to get Strawberry Ted back to us. And I can remember that making me so happy at the time. As an adult, I left my entire purse on a park bench in the middle of town, and a little old lady handed it into the police station. It came back to me, and that was amazing. Very recently, alarmingly recently, I left my purse on a bus, and the guys at the bus station found it, chased it back to the thing, gave me directions, were willing to pay my bus fare so I could catch a bus for free to the main bus station in order to pick up my purse. And by the time I'd called my sister and had a panic, she'd called round 3-4 mutual friends in the village to come and drive me to the bus station. So there was, like, by the time the bus was arriving that could take me to the main bus station, family friends had already arrived to come pick me up and were willing to, give me, I was travelling on train to go visit my sister at the time, so they were willing to give me a lift all the way to the station. And that was amazing. And those, like, everyday great deeds of just normal people to, send your teddy bear back and, help find your purse and get you going in the right direction are just amazing, amazing things. For something slightly more extreme, one of my colleagues, her son recently nearly set fire to their house, and his life was saved by an upstairs neighbour knocking on the window and waking him up, and if she hadn't done that he would have been dead. Genuinely. And that happened within the last week. So, like, those things are amazing and genuinely heartwarming. I've never had a big heartwarming event for me on a personal level. I have difficulty enough taking compliments on a day-to-day basis, but I think it's the little things that when you actually count them all up, they do count for something. They may not be being rescued by a fire, and I hope never to be in a situation where I need to be rescued, but I think just the little things help build a really nice life, and the big things, when you think about them, are just amazing. And it's about that kind of, having a heartwarming experience for me is looking at multiple entities having a loving or joyous interaction and being able to share in that interaction. And I think that's weddings, that's christenings, that's, you know, events where people got saved and things like that. So, and engagements, and those are really great heartwarming events. I've never been in love, so I've never really had that level of extreme shared heartwarming experience in the traditional heart aspect, but the little things work just as well, at least they have so far in my life. And I realised that I actually have something to talk about, and I've talked for probably way too long, so I'm going to stop talking. I know I've said it on your video, and I know I said it on Twitch, but congratulations again, Trish and Nate. You guys are really, you have such amazing chemistry, and it's nice to see people in such a healthy and committed and happy relationship. You have such incredible chemistry, and I honestly can't wish you more joy. You guys are amazing. And thank you for sharing. I know that's a risk. Thank you, Nate, for not only making your, as far as I know, big YouTube debut, but making a big YouTube debut naked, which is more courage than I have. And I wish you both lots and lots of love and luck. Feel free to comment down below if anyone watches this. And yeah, I'm sorry this has been a bit of a rambly mess, but it usually is. And I'll see you guys all next week / tomorrow if you are subscribed to my channel. Bye guys, thank you again, Trisha, and all best wishes.